This light is a beast, but I think you'll agree, it's also a beauty. Really, this is the most attractive LED floodlight in my stable. I love the red accent, but it's not just a pretty face. This is the SD500B AIO 500 watt LED floodlight from GVM. And I also hope to demonstrate in this video that it has the power to create some excellent lighting effects. Stay tuned for a closer look. First, it's important to distinguish between this GVM SD500B AIO and the Pro SD500B. They are different products. Both are bicolor lights, but more on that in a minute. But the outstanding difference, this is the SD500B AIO. It features an all-in-one AIO design with no separate power ballast or V-mount battery support. The Pro SD500B includes a separate controller box with V-mount battery plates for DC power on location. And this makes the Pro version, it's more versatile for field work, but also involves more cables to manage. This is a big light, and it's no lightweight either, weighing in at 6.65 kilograms or 14.66 pounds. So it calls for a solid support like this C-stand. And when I boom it, I use my Strobe Pro roller stand with plenty of counterweight. This roomy aluminum housing helps with heat dissipation, and it's obviously well built in addition to being attractive. The reflector, well, this is a tan fit for a light of this size and power. It measures around 22 centimeters in length, 8.5 inches, and the opening is 20 centimeters. The U-frame is up to the job of supporting the weight as well. I'm not joking when I say this is a serious joke. And no wimpy knob either to cinch down the position. This metal handle is serious business. It's really appreciated. The baby pin mounting point is also solidly built. The comfortable ringed T-knob is it's plastic, but it's well made. This is a real power table. None of the flimsy looking tables more suitable for a table lamp. This is a table made for studio use. The housing is tough, but supple rubber rather than the kind of plasticky stuff that we often see, and it coils really nicely. It's just one of those small things that makes your day go better. Again, the AIO all-in-one structure integrates the power supply, controller, and light unit into a single compact body. That eliminates the need for external controllers or adapters. As the name indicates, it features 500 watts of brightness and bicolor LED output. Color temperature ranges from a warm 2700 K to a cool 6800 K, which we'll look at in practical terms later in the video. It features a high color accuracy standard of CRI 97 and TLCI 97. Delivers up to 23,800 lux at 1 meter, that's open face. It includes 12 dynamic lighting effects, multiple control options besides the local knob control, Bluetooth app remote, more on that later, and compatible with DMX RDM, plenty of options. The other thing that's very important to me onset is fan noise. I mean that it's kept to an absolute minimum. Obviously, a powerful light like this needs reliable cooling, and the SD500B has dual fans. GVM says the cooling fan is smart, temperature controlled to keep the light at an optimal working temperature while ensuring silent operation. It's not silent, but it is by comparison to other lights that I own within acceptable limits. That is to say, fairly quiet, and the whisper from the fan is nothing that, for instance, voice isolation in Final Cut Pro, the editing software I use, can't take care of. But I'll get back to fan options in a moment when I examine the controls. This is a Bowens mount light, so I can use all the softboxes that I own, and the SD500B is a light with enough power to be considered for use on set as a key light. It would be an understatement to say that the controls are intuitive. They actually couldn't be more straightforward. A power switch next to the power cable input here, and here I'll say, I don't know whether it's by comparison to the large light, but I find it a little bit small. Anyway, I'd like to see a larger switch with a different placement maybe a bit further out, so it's easier to find. The screen, I think it's safe to say that it's bright and clear. As far as local controls, we have settings back button, press to hold to access and scroll through the system settings, and press the back button to return to the previous menu page. So for instance, we can pop into the fan settings, smart, automatic fan adjustment tied to temperature, high, that's a consistent setting or silent, which cuts intensity, I'm not sure by how much, looks to be about 50%. There's access to Bluetooth settings, Bluetooth state, open, close, and reset, and a mode select dial, press to select, and turn the dial to adjust individual parameters. Easy peasy. In CCT mode, you can adjust intensity and light temperature as noted from 2700 to 6800 Kelvin. When it comes to the GVM app, again, this features simple, straightforward remote control of the light, all features and parameters including on-off control, light intensity, color temperature, and the option to create presets. So I think we can see the GVM SD500B All-in-one is more than capable of providing a key light, diffused, reflected, or in combination. At 500 watts, it's possible to use it against a bright background to balance a backlit scene, and since this light gives us that nice bicolor range, we can use that creatively to represent different light qualities from golden to blue hour. And again, at 500 watts, this is a light that many times is a good choice for motivated lighting, sun streaming through a window for instance. Incidentally, use of light shaping tools like snoots, barn doors, and Fresnel lenses can extend creative options. As an example, the Smallwood RAF 150 Fresnel bumps illumination by over 10%. And conversely, as I say, this light is powerful enough to adjust camera settings to expose bright outdoor conditions properly and then balance the indoor scene appropriately. Some people may find it a bit bulky and heavy to haul to every location job, where plug-in power is available of course, or maybe you have a decent power station. It is a bit disappointing that this AIO model, unlike the Pro version, doesn't include a case. I think adding a few dollars to the price, or even the option to buy a case separately, that would be an attractive option. What say you, GVM? Personally, I do have a capable transportation case in the Strobe Pro medium roller bed, and that's what I use when I need to move the SD500B beast around. Regular retail price is $499 US. However, as I record this, the sale price at the GVM store is $389 US with a medium-sized softbox included. That's a great deal. I'll drop purchase links in the description. Thanks very much to GVM for sending along this review unit. And I should add, that's the extent of the obligation on my part. Just this unfiltered, unvetted review based on using the light over the last month or so. That's the extent of the sponsored designation that you're seeing just following YouTube's disclosure guidelines. In summary, the GVM S500B AIO is a powerful bicolor LED light, a versatile option for video or still photography at what I consider an affordable price. And I think it'll look very handsome on any set. Well, I hope this proved useful. If it did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed yet, next we're headed for 20,000. Please do consider joining up. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss more content from me. In the meantime, take care, cheers. We'll see you later.